Yoo-hoo. How we doing? Nicole, Chris. Oh, I've got echo in my headphones. Hold on. Hold the phone. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nicole, Chrissy Raburo on Instagram. URPLPA. How you doing? Melody Brain, what's going on YouTube? The Bone Bruce, Setham's, Sun Guns. Adam, how you doing? Depends how my tech's going. Maybe we'll have to do the iPad one. We'll see. Jazzy, welcome. Isaac, great to have you. Ashlyn, no scuff. Don't jinx it. Touch wood. Prashan, welcome, my friend. Sethams. So I'm just going to do all digital today. So that's kind of the plan. I am going to have to. Oh, how's the audio as well? Is it all dialed in? That'd be great to know. If this is all, I'm coming through loud and clear. It's not too low. Audio's nice. Hell yeah! I am also going to have to bounce, just momentarily, because I've got orders to. I got all the plain Janes, going to be picked up. So there's that. So if there's a doorbell sound, and I'm just like, I'll be back in a sec. You know why? All right, Rachel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Jazzy sounds good. Fantastic. All right. Love from India. Still boggles my mind. So today I found some wicked sort of house references for our warm-up. I'm just going to keep going with the theme of like houses and architecture and cars and stuff, just like simple planes until I get sick of it. So I hope you enjoy it, just for sort of like a warm-up. Now, fingers crossed that this tablet works okay. It was working when I was testing it earlier, but not to like the smoothness that I would like, but we'll see. One thing I do want to change. One thing I do want to try, because I've been loving. So here, for those that missed the stream, I've been doing some oils, right? I love the shine on it. And I love like that hair is like, when you put light on it, it's like fully blue, but when it's like less light, it goes really like dark. Anyway, the palette, let me show you what I'm trying to get out. So this palette, right, is just a frame, but the actual paint on here, I see it kind of, it's like a it's like a history of your painting session, right, with values and hues and all that sort of stuff. So I want to see if I can do something similar with digital and kind of mix on the canvas a little bit, at least just for the warm up, because that's super beneficial. Like that's almost, I feel like I'm cheating because people say, oh, there's no undo or anything like that. But you've got like infinite value and hue history on your palette with traditional. So it's like yeah. Ashlyn, the Arctic monkey paint blob. Sethams. So they're going to be shipping out today because it's international. Fingers crossed you get it within a week. I doubt it. I'd imagine it'll be around 2 weeks, just because it's standard shipping. Okay, let's get us all situated. And let's get my music going. So for those that have... Can I start drawing? Yes, I'll start drawing. My apologies. That's why you're here. But before I start drawing, I must get my music going. And I must start a Spotify jam. If it wants to allow me to do that. And I'll copy the link. Playlist. Bada bing, bada boom. So I'm just going to whip it on... here's the Spotify playlist if you do want to join. Okay. Let's get going, shall we? All right. So, just work for me, okay? Be good. So we're just going to start with a warm-up. Now, what I'd like to do... I feel like I'm missing something. This is going too smoothly for a stream of mine. Something's going to happen. So I'm going to just give myself a little bit of shebang. Oh, also, I've got an airbrush coming in the mail today. You know what that means? Airbrushing. No shit. No, I'm going to experiment with special edition like sculpts and paints. Oh, here's the glitchiness. Ah. I missed it. Not really. I wish it fucking went away and never came back. But I'm just giving myself a background, just like a sky background, just to begin with. Now, let's do what I said that I was going to do. And let's see if we can find that green. Just like throw a green down. Setham's week's been going pretty hectic, if I'm honest. Getting all the orders out. It was a very, very busy weekend. But that's good. This is good news. Alright, so I'm going to wonkify it, of course. Alright, so we've got this sort of color here. Now, where do I want to go? I just got to block stuff in, right? I'm not going to be too precious with it. So I'm just going to pull that all the way along. Doesn't really matter. Mixed you bloody legend. Livy. Time for the actually, we pretend we do not see. That's right. There's no jankiness. Don't worry about it. Okay. Oh, we got some 90s going. 90s. All right. So let's get just the block in of the house. I'm gonna do that. And that. I'm going to add that color here as well. So if we want to adjust the values, we can do that. I think I've got to share the Pinterest, like reshare it where I got these images from, or I haven't shared the board. Art event. Yeah, the plain Jane sold out in the first like 3 hours. So there was 30 of them for this run. But there will be more runs in the future. Like I want to do art drops moving forward. And I want to experiment with each drop. So it might not all be plain Jane's next drop. It might be plain Jane's, might be something else, might be some prints, might be blah, 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 blah. So we're going to experiment. It's going to be a bloody good time. Because I've had so much fun. Like, even the packing of stuff. It's just fun. And it's just unreal. Like, oh, wow, someone's going to have her sitting in their room or wherever, you know. Which then stresses me out as well. Because I'm like, oh, is it good enough? Is it... Like, is this what they're hoping for? Blah, 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 blah. Like, it's, yeah. All the imposter syndrome-y stuff starts popping in without fail. But I've learnt to not embrace it. I guess embrace it. Just like accept it. It is what it is. It is a part of being human. Alright, so I'm just blocking in. That background probably wasn't too great being so dark, but that's okay. But then we can come here and let's nudge it a little bit warmer in our little palette that we've got there. All right, and there's some real like saturated stuff going on here, so we can sort of add that to the palette. For those that are on Spotify, this is what we call larrikin rap, like Australian hip hop. Could be quite crude, so parental guidance is advised. Right, what's happening, my friend? How you doing? Oh, do you have to have Spotify Premium? Oh, that's a bit shit. Yeah, right. Okay, I might be able to figure out another way to get everyone another way to sort of share the... I think what I could do is create a playlist, get everyone on Spotify in the beginning, and then everyone sync it up. Like, we all press play at the top of the stream, and then we just don't touch it, so then you're all in sync with what I'm listening to. Julia, how you doing? I appreciate it, Art of Ant. Sethams, yep, definitely. Just apply it. It's just part of the deal. Oh, you can with Discord? Thank God. My voice is music to your ears. Well, I'm glad. Because it would be unfortunate if it was very annoying. Which I'm sure it is to some people. Can't please them all. So I'm just having fun throwing some color variation in the grass here. All right, so let's grab the concrete, because this is another thing I'm learning as well. The periphery, all the things around the main thing, is sometimes just as important. You know, like getting stuff feeling correct, like the scene, even just like a squiggly background sort of deal, like with a portrait or whatever. Getting that feeling right is super important. Yeah, just thinking about shapes, but variation, but not necessarily value variation, right? See here, there's not a whole lot of value change. So That's not what I'm focusing on right now. We'll get to that. Don't you bloody worry it. Don't you worry about it. Also, for those that are listening, I hope you enjoy Blink-182 because there's a lot of it in here. Hello there. All right, let's start on the house. Let's do something on the house. Wonkify it up. I might even just add in some local colors. Ashlyn. Oh, because the ads. Oh, that's true. That's true. I'll have to figure it out through Discord. Prashant, been doing a portrait a day this year, and I was stuck in a rut for a bit. Then I came across your work and your techniques, streams, and references have helped me. Oh, dude. That's wicked. Oh, glad to hear it, Prashant. You can link Spotify to your Discord, and you can listen along from Discord. Actually do something in Discord, my friends and I. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Thumb guns, beautifully put. Way less words than I used. Why say lot word when few word do trick? That's exactly what I was saying. I meant context is important. All right, so just local values. Whipping them in there like no one's business. All right, got that. We got the larger window. Oh, come on, just work, please. Ready, the voice inside my yard. Okay, local colors. Not enjoying that. Let's go about here. I'm loving doing it. I hope this isn't boring for people. Like the warm-ups, I'm enjoying it. And the way that I'm going to keep these streams sort of consistent is if I'm sort of doing stuff that is fun for both me and you. So everything's looking a little pastel right now, but we can pump the colors. Let's start doing that. Let's pump the colors. What I might do is a cheeky little multiply layer, right? Because it's a big blue sky. I'm going to choose blue, and this is going to give us an opportunity to add in some of these darker hues. And just like that, we've got something that I don't like. But then we do that, and then it's closer to what I like. Then we can go in and add more of the occlusion shadows, etc., etc. Alright, now this house is going to be casting a shadow on itself. So we take that into account here. What are you doing? Because we got a lot of the setup kind of done-ish. We've got something that looks 3D adjacent. Let's add the shadow in the background, and we can always make this a lot better. Oh, change that to multiply. Away we go. And we got a bit of this corner here just to balance out the image. I'm going to turn it to night really quickly. Okay. Let's continue. Now, I'd usually work a lot faster, but I gotta get a new tablet. Let's see if I can do it with a mouse faster. That's probably gonna be easier just for this warm up. Yep. Bam, bam, bam. I just realized one of the biggest pros to your stylized art style is that there are no straight lines. So you don't have to worry about perspective that much. There are straight lines. I've got to interpret those. See, that was a misconception that I had when trying to learn this more stylized thing, is that you can just like be willy-nilly with stuff. The perspective still is here. Right, so like even this fence, right? I've still got to keep an eye on that, make sure that that converges to the correct place, but it's just a little bit looser as well. Let's make this pop. Bam. Okay, now I kind of just want to paint over the top of everything like a crazy person. Now this is where I'm going to add some saturation. Now I've kind of, yeah, I said I was going to use the palette. I didn't mean to lie. It's just that if the computer, I'm going to blame the tools here for a second. If the computer wasn't so laggy, or if my tablet didn't shit itself, I would definitely be using it. Now I'm upping the saturation here. More towards the focal point. Let's just, yep, that bush is now going to be purple. It'll be purple as fuck. I also want to try a challenge of, I've been looking at a lot of oil paintings recently, and how they get that like translucency of water. Like seeing through. Oof. That's very cool. It's all illusions, it's all tricks. Tricky bits. Alright, darken that background a little bit. Now I'm just playing in the shadows. Sounds like a horror movie. Have I heard of the music artist Grizz? I haven't actually. Are you making a little palette? Yeah, I was, Super. I was. How you doing, Super? Why many word? A few word do good. The palette looks like a green day. It does, doesn't it? Fucking hell. Thumb guns. Oh my god. How dare you? He's taking a crack at the painting. Very good. Any long Art of Ant, any long form videos coming? Would love to see the plain Jane process. Mate, I've got the footage locked and ready to go. I've recorded every step. So yeah, but I want to do it. Have you guys seen like the what is that? Life of Riz? Not Rizza. Rhea? Life of Rhea? I can't think of who it was. But that kind of style, like very cinematic. Like I want to give that a shot. I think. Instead of just like a tutorial. This is how I did this. It's like a whole story arc. Because I recorded the morning of the launch of me looking at the computer, absolutely no clue how it's going to go, stressing out, which was good because then we've got kind of like a whole story going on there. Like where it started, show the first ideations and the first, because there was like different versions of her, like the face and everything. I scrapped a whole bunch of them. Oh, I wish I could say, I can't say something. I really want to, but I cannot. What, I'll give you clues, and if you happen to go look. No. You can find what I'm talking about on Amazon. If you find it, no one say it. You can, that's kind of too vague. Like, I recently did some work with, there's no NDAs really, so I mean I can say really whatever I want, but I did some work with someone that I've done work with in the past that you guys were privy to on a stream, but this one is a bigger deal. If that makes any sense. No, not fully gone. No, it was on stream. I think it was like last year. This. I'm guessing sent it. I just don't want to spoil it. It may be a physical. Ashlyn. Oh, Alfie. Oh, maybe not. No. I'm not going to say confirm or deny. Good guess. Or not a good guess. And someone may be featured on the main part of that thing. Gorks is very good. Playing in the Shadows coming to you this October. Link for autographed copies. Alfie, autographed copies of what? I don't know what you're talking about. Glad to hear it, Super. Just spent yesterday working on a questing system for my game. That's so cool, man. Oh, it's giving me the coding itch again. It's really coming along, starting to feel like an actual game. I feel like the delay on this stream is huge today. I wonder why. Debbie Animations, what's going on? Thank you, Ashlyn. I also don't know. No, okay. Yeah, that's enough. So that's what I'm talking about. So my question is then, do I wait? I want to do 2 videos. I want to do one that is like the launch and the whole process, but there's also one talking about how that one came about. And I don't know, I think there's 2 separate videos in there. Potentially, I don't know. Thumb guns. Funnily enough, I wanted to be a professional poker player when I was like 18, 19, 20. I got pretty decent. Used to go to the casino all the time, study the math, and I was never fantastic at the math and stuff. But I was learning. Then it kind of got, I don't know, it's kind of frowned upon. I'm like, that's what you want to do? I was like, yeah, fair, probably not the wisest decision. But it's I'm glad I learnt that skill. Tried it out. There are a few things better though. When someone's being a dickhead at the table and you just take all their money. It's just, oof. Like for no reason, people are just sometimes assholes and you're like, okay. Keep talking. I don't know if I've given up on. Yeah, look, let's try it. It's just because this fucking pen is not working properly. I'll do it with the mouse. Let's try the digital palette, right? Coding is close enough to poker. Yeah. How would you say? I can maybe. It's a game of missing information, that's for sure. There was a Callywhack. Hey Ben, any tips on how to paint the teeth in the skull? Hard to do it without actually painting the teeth in a skull at the moment. I'll finish this up soon, and then we'll do some character stuff. How does that sound? Then maybe that will be easier to explain. All right, let's get back to the palette. All right, let's push forward. Now I want to just increase the value just ever so slightly here for the facade, where the sun's hitting the brightest parts. And a lot of like the oil painting stuff, it's the subtleties. It's the subtleties that then take something that looks amateurish, at least from what I've found. Like the value control. From something that looks amateurish to like, whoa. That's some cool shit. And that's the technical term as well. The illustration is looking nice. Love the purple for the darkest area so much. They pop up really nice. Thank you, Gronsteph. Thank you. This is a fun one. So let's grab these purples, right? And let's say, so this is what I'll be thinking about with traditional. Let's say we want to show that this is a different plane here with the fence. So what I can do is take this base purple that I've got here, increase the brightness, move it a little towards the blues and desaturate it just a tad, because it is a different sort of material. And I think we can go a little bit brighter. So we'll step it up a tad, because blue is a darker inherent value. Whoa. And then within this you can start to add in color variations within this purple as well. I'm not going to go ham on the bloody back fence, but that's a good example of using this palette to discover and explore and push things more brighter, more blue. Let's add, so let's say here, right? I want to add this sort of more reddish line, but it's not red, particularly because it's in the light. So we've got this base color here. Let's scooch it a little bit more red. All right, put it next to it. How does that feel? That feels around about where I want it. And then bam, bam, shabam. Cool. And I think this value is similar to the roofs here, so we can do that here as well. Ooh, a little bit of Nora Jones. Yeah, I gotta figure out Discord with the Spotify. So eclectic. From like Blink-182 to bloody Nora Jones. Catch you later, Dylan. Ben's definitely full. Oh, there's some cool shit going to go. I appreciate it. That's a lot of what I'm trying to think about as well. Does this look cool or not? Maybe I should feel like try and be a bit deeper with my art. But I've never really been too deep with my art, like not precious with it. You know, like. Does this look cool? If yes, continue. If no, fix it. Alright, so we've got this shadow in here. I want to warm that up a little bit. So we've got that blue here. Let's push it more towards the red. Now we can get away with this because we're working in the grays, right? It's not like a super saturated kind of red that I'm putting down. Now, I'm way noodling this. Too much, probably. But I mean, there's no excuse. It is. I'm just, yeah, I'm noodling it. No excuses. Just an observation. Now let's brighten this up a little bit. Cool it down. So do the opposite. Or like add more grey to it, but really what we're doing is we're adding the opposite of red, which would be blue, is what's happening when you're sort of greying things down. That's something that's been way more apparent with traditional. Whoa, way too bright, way too bright. Look good, keep art. Yes, yes. Still holding out hope that you will one day draw Hellboy. Let's do it today. Let's do it today. Let's give Hellboy a whirl, hey? I'm easy for today. Today is the first day I can kind of just relax. The plain Janes are all packaged. Because that's been taking up all of my time, you know what I mean? So there's no real focus necessarily. I gotta focus content-wise though after stream to get some more. I really want to be more consistent with the YouTube videos. That's for damn sure. Because that is moving forward. That's where it's at, I think. Is just more videos. Because I really love doing it. But it's like with everything, I'm noticing it more and more. The more time between me putting stuff out, the more resistance there is to put more stuff out, because it's been so long since the last thing I put out was, if that makes sense. Holy shit, best day ever. Oh, man. We'll see. It might turn out terribly, but we'll give it a shot. We'll just have a play. Now, I'd like to, actually, let's add this little vent thing in here. Now, because it's in shadow, I knock down the value and skew the color. So that value is too light. So let's grab this one here that we've got, which is, I think, that one, yep. So we need it more blue, which is going to really take it into more purples. Knock the value down. And in context of where it is on the painting, it should still read as that kind of reddy-ish kind of color. Needs to be a bit darker. Better. Ish. Let's add these little bits and pieces. And then there's quite a bright highlight on the end of that beam. Zoom out, how are we looking? That's a cool little painting. I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but a good little warm-up. I do want to keep going with these ones though. I really, really want to keep going with these ones, but I think we'll do some more character stuff today. Am I mentally same for using the reference Ben is using on stream instead of going to Pinterest? Saying, yeah, of course. It's probably better because it's like a little bit less quality. There's less details. Wait, Ben, have you heard of Ferenc Pinter? He was an Italian painter that draws planes really well. Super good shape design. Oh, I haven't. Maybe we've got to do like a little bit of exploring. Do some style studies, some master studies. New Heart Challenge, create characters from Ben's palette blobs. Ninja Toast, I'm not entirely... I'm not sure if I've just... I'm not entirely sure. In the canvas, straight up drawing it, and by it... well, let's just say nothing. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what that means. If you can reword that, that'd be helpful. Okay. Look, I reckon I'll leave it here. I really want to push the, like all the cladding and everything like that, and then get all fancy with some of this stuff. Let's just call it done for now. Cool little thingamabob, warm up. Let's get some reference of Hellboy. Just for funsies. Now the beautiful thing about Hellboy is you could just draw him like this. Like, is it Mignola? Mike Mignola. I never know how to say that. But like this is sick. Let's just sketch and have some fun. Let's move old mate out the way. Come on, just let me fucking draw. That's all I want to do. Just want to draw. Let me do it. Okay, thank you. Somewhat smoothish. All right, let's start with some sketches, shall we? Haven't done some sketches in a while. Duncan Fegredo. All right, so what am I seeing here with Hellboy? Let's break it down into shapes. Maybe we do a character analysis first. Root smoothing. I'm lucky that Wacom doesn't have like a store near me. Otherwise, we'd be in trouble financially. Because I just go and get one after the stream because this is ridiculous. Alright, so that's what I'm seeing. Just straight up. The simplest form. Now his eyes are quite small in a lot of these references. Maybe do the opposite. See what larger eyes will do while still trying to keep some sort of what you call it? Stay like still try and keep on character or on model. Big old anime eye. Just like, oh my god, I'm Hellboy. I mean, I don't hate it. It's like someone's just grabbing the cursor and just going every few seconds. But we will prevail. We will just deal with it. That's the worst thing that's happening. We're doing pretty. Thing me, Bob. His facial hairs. Maybe we just do. And the cool thing is, I can come in here, turn this off. Let's see if we can stretch this out. Like, what can we do? Stylized wise, can we like, can it just work? Like huge jaw. Let's knock it back. Chibi Hellboy. Playing Hellboy when? Oof, imagine. Imagine the lawsuit. Right, so it's got that really like pronounced brow. So this is going to be forward. Maybe instead of circles, I might go a little bit more chunky with these boys. Just like what? Uh-oh. All right, we're back. So here I'm looking at the proportions. So the nose is quite far up on the face comparatively to everything else. And does he have big ears? He does now. Still thinking about, like, we joke, but like the planes, right? No, that was me. I've got a shortcut where if I flick my mouse to the top right hand corner of the screen, it shows me everything. And if I flick my mouse to the top left hand corner, it sleeps the computer. And I just accidentally did that. Great for when you need to use it. Not great for streaming though. What if he's like chunky as? Color in this, the old facial hair, just to give us some contrast and whatnot. See Zequer. Which chat do you reply to during streams, Ben? YouTube or IG? I try and go for both. The unfortunate thing is with IG, there's no way just to filter the comments. It tells me when everyone's joined, and when people join, it bumps all the comments up. So then I miss quite a lot. So you're better off if you do have a specific question, hopping onto YouTube. But yeah, try my best with both. I'm still upset we never got a Hellboy 3. If I'm honest, I've never watched Hellboy. I'm an imposter. I've never watched a lot of things. Really, though. YouTube supremacy. Arjun, do you drink a lot of coffee? Oh, you drink a lot of coffee. Is that the creativity pill? No. No. I don't think it's a creativity pill. It just keeps me alert for then when the creativity is happening. Particularly for the streams. It does help a little bit. But I'm really like sensitive to coffee. No, he's looking a little bit orcish at the moment. Blasphemy, I know. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting into comics a little bit more for inspiration, you know. You know what? I think I might have just fixed it. I might have just fixed all my problems. This isn't janky anymore. I just needed to flip my mouse. I mean, I don't want to talk too soon. Oh man, it's like someone's taken the bloody training wheels off. Alright, let's bloody go. Yes! Art is frozen, you shitting me? I've got all the fucking one's not fixed. It's the other. Oh my god. Alright, unfreeze you. There we go. Yep. Oh. So happy. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm fucking furious. Why? What if I turn the mouse off? Oh, fucking. What if I turn it off completely? No. You bastard. There we go. Enough. So this is the only input. Moving the canvas is a bit jank, but apart from that, the sketching is a lot better. I like. Still janky, but better than what it was. No. No. I'm just thinking about a light source here, just like a top down, pretty sort of straightforward. And then these are going to be in shadow. Checker. Is art your main source of income now, or is it just a side hobby? It is my main source. My main source, which I'm super grateful for. Alright, so maybe we do this, and then because his brows are quite pronounced, maybe that shadow that'll be thrown on the eyes is quite pronounced as well. Big old shadow underneath here. Oh no, now I can't get to my other. Hold on. Scruffsy. Great to have you. I see you switch sides. Have I? I always change stuff all over. Every other stream, something's changing. Oh, you bastard. Okay. And we're back. So he's got like chips and stuff in his thing, doesn't he? Oh, you scumbag. Okay. Let us just whip in a cheeky little color just to bring the whole value down. Now, I like the idea of turquoise, so then when we add the red it can like pop. Okay, let us color. Let's just have some fun. Now, what I might do actually, do I want to risk? You know what never changes the high quality you get from the filthy autofill plugin. Ashlyn. Need to get you on the payroll. G Noble 3D, what's happening, my friend? Do we dare? What I might do is quickly like throw some shapes together. Alright. See if I can remember how. I haven't been in Blender in a while. Okay, how the fuck do I do this again? Just to get a lighting scenario that we can then copy onto the painting. Scale Z. Maybe actually, let's just go subdivision surface. That'll do. Apply, go to sculpt mode. Whoop, that sounds like a truck. I might have to run in 2 seconds because these plain Janes ain't gonna ship themselves. That's the bell. Alright, I'll be there momentarily. See you soon.
마침표 없는 dream I can't help falling in love Maybe I just wanna feel like you La 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 Next to me right here right now na na now 밝아오는 아침이 약속할 만큼 난 너를 더 알고 싶어 I wanna dive into your arms Nowhere to hide Just like You're beautiful nightmare You're beautiful nightmare Beautiful nightmare And I want to stay there with you 돌이킬 수도 없을 만큼만 달콤한 고통은 더더더 손 내밀면 닿을 듯 한 줌의 신기루 눈물로 사라진다 I wanna dive into your arms Nowhere to hide Just like You're beautiful nightmare You're beautiful nightmare Beautiful nightmare And I want to stay there with you I want to dive into your arms I want to into your arms I wanna stay there with you You're beautiful nightmare You're beautiful nightmare Beautiful nightmare And I want to stay there with you
The Janes are shipped. Oh, don't know how I feel about that. I've got no control. Okay, and we're back. Bill, how you doing? So, let's have a look here. So what am I trying to do? Let's add another mesh. Let's add the neck. Excuse me. Okay, I've just hidden it. How do I unhide it? Okay, there we go. Then let's have a look at the top here really quickly. We'll get back to painting momentarily. Let's give him a bit of the back of the head. That'll do. We can merge them. Whoa, too small. Nah, circle's not the right go. Oh, I haven't been in this program for a long time. Then let's do this thing, and then that thing. Cool. Now is it Command J? No, I've got to do this. Command J, so that's join them. Then we go Sculpt, Remesh, I think that did it. Yep, sick. That'll do, that's fine. Q goes. How you doing? Alright, so we've got the base, right? Now his forehead is way too far in front, so let's get rid of the y-axis. And then what we could do, why is it doing, oh, we're on the wrong axis. Better. So this is all just for, it might even be worth, I don't want the fucking x-axis. It might even be worth making some, instead of having to do this every time, making some like dummy heads. So I'm just going to put an indication of the ear. Come on. It's weird, like, I've done this so many times on stream. Like Photoshop and everything. There's got to be something interfering with the... I wonder if it's the mouse And the tablet isn't. Maybe I've got to update the driver on the tablet. That could be it. Alright, so we got mirror. That'll do for now. Now let's make him look more Hellboy-y. Whoa, what's with the green? Excuse me. All right. Ah, it's probably got to do something here. Don't show me. What is it? Don't show me the face sets. That's it. All right, this is going to, believe me, this is going to help. This is going to help a lot. Trust. Trust, 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 trust. Oh, you have to draw him next year. He's a fun one. Now, everything is going to be off a line, but that's fine. It's whatever. Because I'd even like to do this and then do traditional painting as well. So actually like set up a scene, like a lighting scenario. And then try different lighting setups. Mirror it, please. Braz the roid neck. I know, right? Ishan, welcome. Flare Artwork. Hey Ben, any beginner tips for shape and volume? Without showing you at the moment, it sucks and it's an annoying thing to say, but it's just like, yeah, gotta do more of it. Gotta even hop into Blender, create some shapes and volumes and whip it around in different shapes and draw. And then adjust and see like, okay, why does this look good? Why doesn't that look good? What can be adjusted? This is where like Nomad Sculpt I feel like is easier from a sculpting perspective. Let's take a look at, actually, we still got our Pinterests. So now we got the cheekbones here, so we can start to whip them in a little bit. Come on. Yeah, maybe I've got to like update my mouse driver and my tablet driver. Who knows? Now he's got an underbite, like he's like, So, to achieve that, let's just mask. Let's do like a box mask maybe. And then invert. And then mask, clear it, remesh. Let's get a little bit high resolution. Wait, that looks odd, but gotta look odd first. Oh, I see I'm not doing anything, and it just takes control. Better profile view, you know. We really, I think, got to round out. Now, I'm not going to go like a full sculpt on this guy. I just want to get it for like reference. Kind of looks like the Hulk mashed up with Hellboy, but what are you going to do? Now let's line him up. Nope. Green is a different face set. Yeah, thanks, super. Do you ever fully sculpt and render? I have in the past. Yeah, it looks like Hellboy got stung by a bee. This reminds me when I was little and would watch Bob Ross. I had no idea what was going on, what he was doing with his but I was still really fun to watch. Oh, I'm glad. Hi Scat, I just started learning Blender. Start with a donut. Nice one. Ishan, it was R and Command R to remesh. Sketchy Squirrel, what kind of texture is on your desk? Because I know that has caused some mouse related problems for me in the past. Oh, interesting. I've got a mouse pad. So I don't know. Maybe it's, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to troubleshoot it. Let's get like a really solid jawline. I mean, this is just fucking ridiculous. Alright, I'm mousing it. Just running and gunning with mouse. What's up, dude? Oh, if you guys could see him. No, he stopped. Ollie is in the stream. Our little Shih Tzu. Hellboy is mewing. Oh, fuck. Okay, look, I think that, like, let's add, that could be enough, honestly. I think we just roll with. And Blender's going to crash, isn't it? No. Oof. Just to see what sort of shadows that are happening. This nose could definitely do with a little bit of a coming out a little bit. Maybe even a bit of a rotate. This is what I'm after. Okay, so now we've got to decide what kind of light do we want. Let's do something like this, but a little bit less intense. Right, so we've got a nice bit of fall off. And then maybe we make this material a little bit more on the shiny side. So we get a little bit of that specular. Come on. And the cool thing is what we can do is we can have the eyes glow through the shadow there. So I'm just going to take a photo of that. Just a screenshot. You know what we're missing? Someone tell me. What are we missing? I'm waiting for it. They're sketchy. You got it. You know what's going on. I just want something in the background here just to... It's not even like rim light, it's just a little bit of a fill light. Something like that, that'll do. Whoa. Okay. There we go, that's how I render it. Screenshot. Now we can use this if it wants to let me as reference for the rest of the stream. All right, let's go to town. Oh, just... Alright, we're going to take it slow. Okay. Let's add in a bit of that dark background. Doesn't have to be black that we've got it here. I might even... Actually sure what's happening. New layer. I really don't know what's gone wrong with this computer, because I was on a lesser computer. It was easier to, like a less powerful computer. There's just got to be some mismatch with something. Okay. So I want to maybe have that as the background hue. Just to give ourselves something to work off of as we're studying it. Now let's block in our darks. A bit on the cooler side. We really could just do this whole thing, but then we can come through and pull some of the darks out a little bit, make it a little bit brighter, get a bit of detail in the shadows, you know. Subsurface scattering, we could do that with paint. You're missing the cancel tilt. What on earth is that done, guys? Bounce lighting, more or less. His looks maxing adventure will continue in the next episode in Photoshop. That's it. Bigger ears, potentially. You never know. Catch you later, Thun Guns. Ben, which 3D art software do you think is the easiest to work with? I've been about them, and I've been thinking about them, and I'm thinking about trying it out. It depends what you want to do. If you want to do sculpting and you've got an iPad, I would just go straight for Nomad Sculpt. That's just like a personal preference. but for the freeness, really like Blender. But there is a bit of a learning curve. Like Blender just has so much. It's like shit. Where do I begin? You know. See, even just this, we're getting like a good indication of the forms. We can play with something called fall off as well. But it's all in context. Everything's in context. The reason why it feels right is because the nose shadow, the eyes shadow, the horn shadows, and the head shadows on the neck all are telling the same story. Drum Vitor, a question: is it possible to maintain a comfortable life as a freelance artist? I'm not really a freelance artist. I don't even know what I am. Like, I don't know where to fit me in. But yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't. But really, for me, it's like content and selling my own stuff now, which is cool to say. Like, yeah, I sell my own art. Like, I'm not really working for anyone on like a contract basis. So yeah, I don't even know what you'd call me. Sethem's fricker, I'm buying this goddamn auto tool. Awesome. Yeah, it'll be a lot smoother than what's happening here. I've got some issues with my computer, but no, we got an update coming out soon as well, which I'm really looking forward to. Okay, so we've got our, see, look, take that away. It's like, okay, cool, but then boom, look at that. We got something going. It's very nice. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to indicate some of this light fall off. So you notice here on the old reference, the chin and everything, if you squint your eyes, it's actually quite a bit darker than what's on the top. And that can happen for multiple reasons, but the reason it's happening here is because of the power of the light. It sort of gets less and less and less. What I might do, can I do this? No, invert. That could be it. Yep, cool. So it doesn't touch the shadows. So I'm going to do a bit of that. Just real soft transition upwards. Right, and this is going to give us room to add in highlights and really mess around with the values and all that good stuff. See how you can quickly just go, whoop, just get something looking like it should pretty quickly, just with a bit of understanding of the light source. Not the clone stand. I would like the brush, please. So even here, just showing that these planes again are at a different angle helps an absolute ton. Okay. So where do we go from here? Let's whip out the color layer mode. Maybe? Let's go multiply. I've been enjoying using the multiplier to add color, but knowing what multiplier does, I want to brighten that up a lot. Okay. So it doesn't darken stuff down too much. And I don't just want to have it all the one color, you know. Maybe I've got a base color of, say, like purple here at the moment. So let's scooch it over to the reds. Maybe add in some color variation. Mark, fancy seeing you here. Oh, Bill, appreciate you, my friend. Okay, the cancel tilt refers to the angle of the eyes if a line were drawn connecting the outer corner of each eye. A negative tilt has, for some reason, been deemed unattractive on TikTok. What the fuck? As in, like, refers to the angle of the eyes if a line were drawn connecting the outer corners of each eye. So like that? Because mine tilt like down, like crazy. Yeah, Ashlyn, you can get substitutes on Clip Studio. I've seen that. Just like what's built into it. I've got no idea what you guys are listening to. So if you got some K-pop, bloody fantastic. Sethams, ish. I like to do a bit of all sorts, you know. Paint with the lasso tool where it makes sense. Paint with the paintbrush where it makes sense. All right, let's add some. No, not dots. Let's go in one more level. And let's add some texture. So let's play around with the midtones. Oh my god. Ah, thank God I get you. Travis, how you doing? Yeah, that sort of stuff, like, I can't change it. I can't change my tilt. My eye tilt, so there's no point stressing about it. I'm really not familiar with this looks maxing phenomenon. Alright, so if we go black and white, how are we looking values wise? See, it's pretty subtle. Really, really subtle. Maybe I want to make that less subtle. And start really adding the center light. Come on. And have that transition. Slowly. Come on, no smoothing. No smoothing. No smoothing. Can you guys see that? I scroll it all the way to the end. Okay. Gradually, so this is where some of the traditional is really coming in handy. The patience to just follow the form. Sandy B Jr. Hi, just joined in your stream. Good morning. How you doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How you doing? Yeah, it should be Sethams. Ah, Sethams, yeah. Glad you're enjoying it. Now, where we can really play with the values is understanding the topology. So we've got the... Oh, you scumbag. Well, we've got the center light up here. It's sort of rolling down the forehead, but then there's going to be like a little bump. Whoa. Alright, let's see how we can... So his eyes are like yellow, aren't they? You guys have no idea how frustrating this is. Oh my god. Ah, Sandy. Nice one. Zane, how you doing? I guess this is the way it's gonna have to be. We're fucking mouse painting. Now the cool opportunity that we've got here with the eyes, right? See how when we zoom out, it starts to like look pretty in place. With the eyes, we've got a wicked opportunity for reflected light from his cheeks. So we can skew that a little bit warmer. Maybe a little bit brighter. Hellboy kind of blushing though. He's a little bit embarrassed. Yeah, doing well, Zane. Doing well. Yeah, my pen's acting up. It's no idea. I'm gonna have to try and just download new drivers or something. Because it's in the last like maybe 3 or 4 streams that it's just not working, and I haven't been doing enough painting in my personal time to see if it's like a stream issue. I don't think it's a stream issue because there's no reason why. Like I fixed the internet, I've had 0.2% dropped frames this whole time, so it's not a like an internet issue or anything like that. He just got a little bit sunburnt from hell. Hellboy's blushing for the looks, Max. Giga Chad, that is me. Plain Jane funds for fancy new pen display. Oh no, Plain Jane funds have gone to a fancy new couple of fancy new microphones and audio inputs and airbrush. But maybe I need to get a new pen display. But I just want to make sure that it is that, because if I don't need to, I probably wouldn't. But yeah, just got to troubleshoot it, which is the last thing I want to do. Well, let's put an indication of this little highlight in here maybe. RAM issue? I don't think so. I don't see why. Because, how would I check that? If I look at monitor, activity monitor, let's have a look. So it would be memory. Maybe it is a RAM issue because I've got physical memory. Memory used 52 gig of 64. And Photoshop's making up 9 gig of that. Yeah, it shouldn't. I mean, the memory pressure is down. Mind you, I don't know what any of that means. Fair enough, you can fix it and extend the life of your tablet. Why bother spending money you don't need? Yeah, true. I would like a new pen tablet though, regardless. What I'm going to try now though, because my pen's not working, let's try some airbrush stuff. Because it's less finessey. And we can get some gradients going. See, now we're pumping that top lip up. Like out, I should say. If RAM is an issue, it could be Google Chrome. Yeah, could be. But what was showing up as like the most RAM being used is just Photoshop. Like, Chrome is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the list. I honestly think it's just, my hunch is that it's just the input. Something's going haywire. What's going on in the bottom left? Yeah, good question. Oh, it's a movie ad. That's could be distracting. Let's get that bottom lip. Just catching a bit of light, maybe. And I reckon what I might do over the whole thing is warm him up a little bit, get more reds, or the traditional equivalent, adding a wash. Whoa. That was kind of cool. Maybe a little bit too much. Too intense, maybe. So then we can go through and erase. Or even just knock it back, opacity-wise. Ashland. He's playing Jane Funding for the 27 inches. The Wacom. Just being the Wacom. Nah, I don't think so. Maybe next batch, we'll see. Also, performance could be affected if you have a browser running multiple tabs. I do have multiple tabs, but they're all, maybe I'll, delete that one, delete that one, delete that one. I've got all the necessary ones open. You saw nothing. That was funny last stream. That was funny. Whoa. This is the fun part because we've got a lot of the base figured with all our values and stuff. Now just playing. Oh god, you guys see this, don't you? It's not just on my screen, just like the of the mouse. We will power through. Might go for maybe another half hour. And next, I might give another traditional stream a go this week as well, if you guys are up for it. I'll do some more work on the oils. Now we've got to be very careful because these could very easily start looking like glasses. Benji, have you always been an Intuos user or try Cintiq too? This is actually an XP pen, but I've had an Intuos before that, and a Wacom tablet before that, and another Wacom tablet before that, where it was like that big. You still see the googly eyed front. Ashland, that'd be cool. I would really enjoy that. Just all the weird stuff. I do want to actually get bring squats back. Squats in the stream. I can't draw anything right now. I'm in the back seat. You should probably take the wheel. And I don't know where I'm going. I'm just here for the ride. Okay? Here comes a double vision. Does Megan Fox have a twin or something? Might be the Prozac kicking in, but she tossed her drink in my face and I didn't even flinch. My mom says love's not the third is fucking titty. Mouse it is again. Or not. Maybe I'm going crazy. Can't catch a break lately. Drink water.
Somebody just say hello? Nah, I'm flying Han style, solo. Do you like that Star Wars reference, baby? There's more where that came from. Catch a movie later? Guess I'll see you around. I got a busy week too. I'm watching X-Files. Could be the Mai Tai doing things.
Needs to be more angry.
I'm calling that a win. My mom says love's not
So we do that with the brows.
keep your head held high. People will find you pretty. I just wonder where they are. I got one extra ticket. Do you like Comic-Con? Someone
I
must
feel like I'm bloody letting you guys down with these shitty streams. Just all the tech fucking up.
crazy. Can catch
I will fix it, I promise.
and I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little baby. You look amazing. I said it, I meant it. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little love. Mr. Spock, Chewbacca, Gandalf's beard.
You haven't been squatting. I've been gone too long. Stop and give us 10 right now. No, it'd be embarrassing. Next stream, let's say. Let's get the healthy segment up and running again. Save our backs. How do you pick colors? Whenever I look at your studies, the colors are always so interesting. A lot of it has to do with the values, if I'm honest. Because if I've got the values right, I can just play. Fucking hell. Because I've got the values in check. The rest is just playing. Take a little thing, whip it upside down, see if that looks like it can really help show some inconsistencies in the lighting. No, I'm glad, Sethams. The scuffness adds character. It's giving me fucking heart problems though. The janky streams are part of the charm. I'm glad you guys think so. Chaos is relatable, true. Ashlyn, no need to brag. Rachel, the strong. Is your tablet wireless? It is now. But no, it's not. Ah, Ashlyn, good call. Good call with the traditional. Yep. Very good call. Okay, let's get this brow feeling a smidge more poppy outy, to use a technical term. Mm-mm. Now, one thing I do like to do sometimes is accentuate this kind of shape. Right, so we can do this one of two ways. We could do it this way. Which doesn't give a horrible result. We can do a bit of both as well. Oh, actually, if someone did that, that would be phenomenal. That'd be great. You can whip it on whoever was doing that. They could put it wherever they want. That'd be funny. As long as you don't cut stuff up to make me say things that I didn't say. Would eagerating, and pushing the shadows under the eyes, nose, and mouth help to pop it? Eagerating. Are you saying erasing or is that a word I don't know? Eagerating. Sheldon, how you doing? Exaggerating. There you, of course, fucking. Ooh. And yes. I'm meaning to add extra. Pushing the shadows, I don't know if I'd want to go too much darker necessarily, but I think adding some... What it needs is some balance between, or the eyes, because it's hard to do with a mouse at the moment. But to really... get clear with my shapes. And really round it out. Let's see if we can match this side with a mouse. No. Okay, just held my breath, my breath there. So let's see if we can actually sphericize these eyes a little bit more. Knowing that they're in shadow though, so we do want to keep that in mind. Kind of looks like he's wearing glasses at the moment. Oh, Christ. Is the mouse too wide? Never. But will we get Cyberpunk Hellboy? Will we get Cyberpunk Hellboy? Maybe it's like this. Wait, I'm cooking. Just wait. So it's like circuits. Maybe, I don't know. There you go, there's your Cyberpunk Hellboy. Nah, I can get rid of that though. I don't mind the squigglies though. Let's see if we can add the squiggly bits. the squiggly bits. Elsie Arts, thank you so much. I just spent the last 10 minutes painting some non-metallic metal. Backwards. Oh no. That one big arm robot? Potentially. Ishan. Sketches will look shit. It's all part of it. Now I'm just going to give some dimension to the squiggly bits. If we imagine these as actual indented cut-in things, right? They will catch the light source. The light. Well, the light source, but... Look at that, little tree trunks.
There's something about your eyes, something telling me a story, telling me that all the love we had is fading. There's something about your smile.
He literally looks like he's got like early 2000s sunglasses on.
Telling me that all the happy days just passed us by. Behind your eyes, there behind your smile. Now that we're just standing here, it all seems clear. There's something with your touch, something saying that it's different, telling me I have to let you go and leave you. Behind your eyes, there behind your smile. Now that we're just standing
He's got the Facebook dad over his side. That's it. Terra's Void, welcome. Mark of Art. Catch you later, my friend. I hope you have a great rest of your day, morning, night.
let me see one
Joji Vidal Art. Thank you so much. No, it really looks like he's got the sunglasses on. The Oakleys. Hell yeah, player. Fuck. Alright. Let's fix it. Don't mess with me or my son ever again. Oh, it's so hard to do with fucking mouse. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Maybe that's my mission this week. To double, triple, and check the tech, get it all sorted, buy what I need to buy to make it better. Let's just stay zoomed out. It looks better. Looks way better zoomed out. I appreciate you, Ashlyn. Hellboy listen to purely power metal. It's showing the onions look like horns cut in half. The corns look like onions cut in half. I tend to agree. I love the horns. They're the secret frog eyes. Where is this frog? I don't see the frog. I haven't been paying attention, mind you, but... Oh, Ishan, it's R or R in American. Anya Anahim, welcome. That was one thing when Christian was over. The R's or the R's were very different. There was a few miscommunications. I had to whip on my American accent. Hearing Ben using an American accent is freaky. An American. I feel like it's easier to pick up American accent because I grew up with it. Like that's all we watched on TV. You know, it was like American TV shows. Today, how would I say? Today we're drawing Hellboy. My tablet decided to shit itself. That's why I'm now drawing with a mouse. How's that for American? I don't even know what part of America that was. The Australian part of America. America. Super, it was alright. Ishan, did you? See, I thought it did. I had to. I thought I had to tweak it a little bit. Can still hear the Australian a bit, but that was good. Okay, how do I get rid of the Australian? R, because I don't want to do the like R hamburger versus hamburger. Today, because today we're drawing Hellboy, and my tablet shit itself. That's why we're drawing with a mouse. Versus today we're drawing Hellboy. No, it's Hellboy. I don't know. Anyway, Let's not. That's probably annoying. Oh, the American version saved it. Oh, that's awesome. I kind of want to hear you try and do a country accent. As someone unfortunately lives in the country, it would be interesting. Okay, a country accent, like an American country accent. I don't know. Yeah, okay. What do I say? I don't know. You tell me something to say, and I'll try to do it in an American country accent. I could do. I recently watched. What was it? Oh, the one with Zach Galifianakis, and he's like running for. There's like a political one with Will Ferrell. Oh, Rachel, I do. Ah, I don't know what to say. Say, get along. Get along, doggy. There you go. What does that mean? God damn, that's a big cow. Well, god damn, that's a big cow. Bottle of water. Bottle of water? What in tarnation? I do enjoy it, Marty Huggins. Excuse me, I'm from the country. Today we're drawing Hellboy, but my tablet decided to shit itself, so now I'm drawing with a mouse. Howdy. But yeah, the English one, Harry, the bottle of water, because my mum's English, so I grew up with that. Bottle of water, go on. They were drawing Hellboy. My tablet decided to shit itself, so now we are drawing with a mouse. It's really fucking annoying because I can't do little details whenever I want to. So I've got to stay zoomed out and just put the simple shapes down to get it looking half decent. That's a very fruity cowboy. No, it's it's Marty Huggins. I can't remember the movie. Or it's Zach Galifianakis. Is that it? It's crazy. Oh, you hear Jonah from Some Heights High? Oh, don't say that. Sorry, miss. You look good today, miss. Where'd you get that from? Suzanne's? Fuck, that made me laugh so much in high school. Holy shit. All right, let's maybe wrap it up with doing something to the background. Just make him pop a little bit more. Cut out some of these shapes. Which will clean it up a bit, hopefully. This is kind of a cool effect I'm getting here. Don't hate it. Hellboy from Midsummer. You should give him the cool burning crown. What's a cool burning crown? Or a cool burning crown. Like that sort of deal. I like how adding mate to the end of every sentence just makes it British. Alright, mate. Mate feels to me more like an Australian thing. Like they say mate. But I think it's like in different... No, it's a similar context, I guess. Like, hello, mate. How are you? It's like sometimes we whisper our T's. Mate. Haven't seen you in bloody ages. Great to have you. Or you're upset. You're like, mate, come on. Or you're angry. Mate, I tell you what. So versatile. Good night, mate. Catch you later, Rachel. Thanks for popping in, as always. In the comics, that's what he has when he uses his demonic powers. That's cool. Yeah, I've got to get some more, like, inputs. Like, what's the word? Like, inspiration-wise. Welcome back, Ashlyn. Yeah, Sean, I don't usually hear British people say dude. They mostly say mate. Don't they? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I actually can't picture or hear a British person saying dude. Oh, I did it all in the same way, didn't I? Oh, well. Sevens, I like how it turned out, Ben. Thanks for painting it. Of course. Of course. I did want to do more like dynamic stuff. I think we could do some more stuff with Hellboy. I really like the shapes. Rim light. Whoa. Too much rim light. Yeah, look, I think we salvaged the stream. Broken tablets. Phantom mouse movements. We prevailed. Sketchy Squirrel, yeah, same here. I just got my first animation job and realized that I'm woefully uncultured. Yeah, me too. Ashlyn, Rise Up Lights. Okay, so get this. So this is razor blades. But then I'm going to say Rise Up Lights in American. Rise Up Lights. Rise Up Lights. So that's an American trying to sound Australian. Rise Up Lights. But razor blades. I don't know if you can even hear the difference. Ishan Ben on the wrong layer cries in digital. Ishan, can you tell me what tool you used to cut the portion under the eyes in Blender earlier? That was this one, Lasso Trim. All right. I think we'll wind it down. I'm going to try and troubleshoot this bloody computer because I want to do more drawing, but I can't if every 2 seconds the mouse is just like. So I'll figure it out. With that being said, before you head off, a couple of things to mention, if you don't mind, if it's okay with you. Let me get up a couple of links. If you enjoy this sort of stylized stuff, for the people that are regulars, you know the drill. You can grab my Gumroad tutorial, available right now, right this second. You get 8 hours, 10 chapters of drawing this guy, a full process. You also get 3D models to help with understanding the 3D forms, and you get a 40-page field guide, right? Because I like learning when I'm reading, as well as videos, so you get that as well. Second of all, a new part to the Ben Eblin design experience, I guess you could say. Art drops. So I recently dropped Plain Jane, right? 99% of them were picked up in the early access drop. That gives you a head start on the general population. I'm going to start doing art drops now. So whether that be prints, sculpts, originals, all sorts. So be the first to know. You can sign up here. Oh my God, Jane is on a plane. Jane's on a plane. They actually are. So yeah, that's what this stream, I had to hop out. I just shipped them all off. So they're all off to their new homes. So there's those two. If you like the content side of things, Make Now Think Later, the podcast with me and my good friend Francis Lee. We love chatting about content. Right? The business side, the behind the scenes, the struggles, the good stuff, the bad stuff, everything. It's a great time if you like the business side of stuff. I like sharing the behind the scenes of art. I think business is just as much of an art, without sounding wanky, as art is. So I have fun figuring out the analytics of stuff and what posts do well and blah, blah, blah. So if you're into that, highly recommend it. And look, that's enough plugin. Filthy plugin. Speaking of plugin, filthy plugin, what I've been using here, which saved my ass today when my tablet didn't work. That's how we get all the shapes here. You can find that in all my descriptions. You know where it is. That's enough plugs. Just want to say thank you to everyone popping in. Really means a lot. Oh, let me get Instagram back up. Yeah, so thank you very much for sorry, music's in my ears. Thank you very much for hanging out. Bit of a schmozzle, as always. We had technical difficulties galore, but it is what it is. Good question, Nikhil. Love watching this. How often do you do these sessions? Thank you very much. Appreciate the kind words. Every week, Monday, 10:45 Australian Central Standard Time now. And I'm starting to do some traditional streams as well, if that interests you. So this is oils. We did a bit of work on her last week on another stream, so I'm just peppering them in when I feel like it, but the staple at the moment is the Monday 10:45 Australian Central Standard Time, 4 p.m. PST. Sunday in America, 4 p.m. PST. Good call, Sethams. Sick. With that said, I'm going to try and troubleshoot this tech stuff so it doesn't keep happening. We have smoother streams and we can explore more things. I hope you have a great rest of your afternoon, morning, evening, and I will catch you next week. Typically around 7 if you live around Oklahoma. Thank you, Ashlyn. All right. Catch you later, super. Toodaloo. And now's the awkward walking home in the same direction after saying goodbye. Okay. Ta-ta.